my name is Mahogany Vincent. I'm currently 18 now. I started playing on Nikki's team when I was on 16s. Mind you, this was my first time ever doing club. And I really didn't know anything about volleyball. But Nikki took the time out and told me that if I really wanted to be on the highest team, I would have to work for it. And I took her word for it. And ever since then, she has reached out to colleges for me. She let me know if colleges are interested in me. She helped me talk to colleges because I have never really talked to any colleges before. She took out the time to do private lessons with me. She let me know what I was doing good, what I was doing bad. I'm committed to the University of Akron now, going D1. So for me, just starting to play volleyball less than 3 years ago and me already going D1, I really could not do it if it was not for Nikki. As far as like large tournaments and with college coaches, basically just be yourself. If you need help, make sure you ask her. She's been down this road so many times. If you need help, just ask her. She'll let you know if a college is there to watch you, or she'll give you like the little sheet after you get done playing. But other than that, I just feel like, you go to these large tournaments and there's going to be big colleges. There's going to be colleges everywhere. But just basically play your game, play how you would normally play. Don't really think about to look at the colleges, even though, you want to try to, show out for them just because you see them on your court. Just make sure you just relax and calm your nerves. And basically just think of Nikki as just like another mother. Anything that you need, Nikki will always have your back. She will let you know straightforward what you're doing wrong. Talk to Nikki. She's definitely a person to go to, and she will definitely help you in the recruiting process. Thank you.
I met Mahogany when she walked into tryouts for a 16 and under team that I was coaching that year. It was 2 years ago. And when she first walked into the gym, I looked over at the owner of the club, and the first impression I had of her was, this kid's never played volleyball before. She walked in with Ked gym shoes. I'm not even sure she had knee pads. She had this long, beautiful hair that was braided and a million braids, and these nails that were about this long. The other things that stuck out to me about Mahogany when she walked into the gym was her physical stature. She was very muscular. You could tell that she definitely was an athlete. And she was tall. She stood about 6 foot. So I was excited about that because we were in desperate need of another tall player, specifically a middle blocker at the time. Very strong team. The majority of those girls ended up committing in Division I. So we walked her over to the Vertec, and sure enough, she runs up to the Vertec, jumps up without an approach, without an arm swing, and literally clears the Vertec at 10 foot. And I was like, wow. This kid has potential. Let's get her out on the court and see what she can do. She was so aggressive and was absolutely determined that no ball was going to come past her along the net. And it was hilarious as she was slapping at the ball with her left hand, even though she was right-handed, and winging her head around and whipping people around her with her braids. And she didn't know where she was going or what she was doing, but the one thing she did was not let the ball get past her on the net. And it was incredible to watch. And I just thought, I fell in love with her right away. I just thought for sure she's somebody with that kind of aggressiveness and carefree spirit and not worrying about what others thought about her and coming into a gym. And I look back now, she didn't know anybody there. And she's trying out for a team that had been together since they were 11 and 12 years old. And came in probably so scared and did such a phenomenal job doing what she could do with very little training. And, for that, I just thought, gosh, this kid's so brave and so aggressive. And I knew we were going to take her. I just didn't know which level of team we were going to put her on. We ended up putting her on gold. And a lot of people thought I was nuts at the time. We had the choice of letting her train and kind of get used to everything and learn the game on the second or third team. And, in the back of my mind, I kept thinking, this team is strong enough that they're probably going to be getting offers and a lot of exposure with college coaches wanting to see them play this year. And I thought, she needs to be on this team. She needs to be on this team to get the exposure. She needs to be on this team so that she can learn. The only way to learn sometimes is to be thrown into the fire. And for this particular case. With her aggressiveness and her bravery, I thought she could handle it. I started marketing Mahogany probably around midway through her sophomore year to college coaches. Because of her vertical, I definitely had something to work with, and a lot of the schools saw a lot of the same things that I saw in Mahogany, and they were keeping a close eye on her. She was blessed by having the teammates that she had around her that were already being recruited by very high-level colleges at the time, and so she had the opportunity to have the exposure, but they were keeping a close eye on her, and I think the majority of her recruiting came her junior year, and by the end of her junior year, she did get offered at Akron, where she's going to be playing on a full scholarship. And, you know, she had mentioned in the video that I was a big reason that why she plays the way that she plays today, and that couldn't be more farther from the truth. I actually met with her teammates before I told her that she was going to be playing on gold, and they were very embracing of her and excited to see her meet her potential, and they were very understanding of her lack of experience and were willing to help her through everything. And really, Mahogany, she learned from watching her teammates, and they led her by example. We hope that some of you could relate to Mahogany's story and enjoyed listening to her story, and we want to hear from you. So let us know what your thoughts are, if you have questions, and if you have suggestions for our next Alumni Answers. We would appreciate it. Thanks.